The Pacific War was a clash of titans, a vast struggle across thousands of miles of ocean. Japan, fueled by imperial ambition, struck with devastating speed. Pearl Harbor, the Philippines, Singapore, all fell in quick succession. The US Navy, caught off guard, reeled from the onslaught. Facing a determined enemy in vast distances, the US needed a new strategy. Large battleships alone couldn't hold the line. Something fast, agile, and lethal was required to strike back, disrupt the enemy, and secure vital supply lines. The answer came in the form of PT boats. These small, swift vessels, nicknamed patrol torpedo boats, were about to prove their worth in the crucible of war. They would become symbols of American ingenuity, resilience, and the fighting spirit needed to turn the tide in the Pacific. Their impact would far outweigh their size, their crew's courage etched into naval history. They were the David to the Japanese Goliath, and their story is one of daring raids, close-quarters combat, and unwavering bravery against overwhelming odds. The US Navy in the dark days after Pearl Harbor needed a miracle. Enter the PT boat, a small, fast attack craft armed with torpedoes. Dubbed the Mosquito Fleet, these boats were initially viewed with skepticism by some. Could these seemingly insignificant vessels truly make a difference against the might of the Imperial Japanese Navy? The boats were built by companies like Elco and Higgins, known for their speedboats and workboats. They were designed for speed and maneuverability, essential for their intended role, hit-and-run attacks against larger enemy ships. Their crews were a diverse bunch, often young and eager to prove themselves. They came from all walks of life, united by a common purpose: to defend their nation and defeat the enemy. Their training was rigorous, demanding physical and mental toughness. The PT boat crews quickly earned a reputation for their daring and their willingness to take the fight to the enemy. They were often sent on dangerous missions, patrolling enemy waters, rescuing downed pilots, and launching torpedo attacks against heavily armed Japanese warships. A PT boat was a marvel of engineering for its time, a combination of speed, firepower, and surprisingly rugged construction. These were not pleasure craft. They were designed for speed and agility in the heat of combat. Most PT boats were about 70 to 80 feet long, constructed from layers of mahogany plywood. This gave them surprising strength and flexibility, allowing them to withstand the rigors of high-speed maneuvers and enemy fire. 3 powerful Packard engines, often supercharged, gave the boats incredible speed, exceeding 40 knots or about 46 miles per hour. This speed was their greatest asset, allowing them to outrun most enemy vessels and launch surprise attacks. Their primary armament was their torpedoes, typically 421-inch Mark 8 torpedoes. These packed a powerful punch, capable of crippling or sinking much larger warships. Additionally, they carried an array of machine guns and cannons for close-range defense and strafing attacks. The cramped quarters housed a crew of around 20 men, all working in concert to operate the boat and its weapons. Conditions were tight, hot, and humid, a testament to the endurance of the young men who served aboard them. PT boats were not designed for head-on engagements. Their strength lay in their speed, stealth, and the element of surprise. They were the guerrillas of the sea, relying on hit-and-run tactics to harass the enemy and disrupt their operations. Patrolling enemy waters at night was a common mission. Under the cover of darkness, PT boats would slip through channels and inlets, looking for enemy ships, barges, or troop movements. Their speed made them ideal for rescuing downed pilots. Often, a downed aviator's best hope was a PT boat racing to their location, braving enemy fire to pluck them from the sea. But their most celebrated role was launching torpedo attacks against larger enemy ships. Using their speed and agility, PT boats would close in on unsuspecting targets, unleash a spread of torpedoes, and then use their speed to escape before the enemy could react. These tactics required nerves of steel and expert seamanship. The crews trained relentlessly, honing their skills in night navigation, torpedo attacks, and evasive maneuvers. Their success depended on perfect timing, precise coordination, and a healthy dose of luck.